market or the open market, and they said it is the lack of the confidence of the people of the country that money is flowing out. I said it's not possible. Our people doesn't have 600, 700 million dollars of liquidity. They can draw down in a month and go and buy dollars from rupees. Not possible. The real estate in Karachi is probably at its lowest in last 10 years. Nothing was selling. Where are they generating this cash flow? And then when I saw the sheet of Afghan Trans, I said, oh my God, this whole thing is circling. $600 million being bought, it doesn't matter at what price, because 30% is being kept by the exchange company, 30% by the retailer, 30% who has the license, and it's circulating every month, 600, it doesn't matter what rate. 50% is the tariff minimum, inclusive of sales tax and taxes, income taxes, even at 20% duty, minimum tax 50%. So at 280, they had 140 rupees advantage under Afghan Transit. So it was a gola going on, that's how we say it. It was just rotating, 140. So when it was 340, that meant they had an advantage of 170 rupees on that day. The currency could have gone to 500. I went on the 5th September in the SIFC and presented, this is the elephant in the room. They said, what do you mean? There's nothing going out of borders. I said, I am not saying that anything is going out or in. I'm not blaming anyone. I'm just saying this is the root cause. $600 million a month. They don't have a bank. They don't have a system of, it's all going through here. It's all getting adjusted from here. And what was happening? $600 million was flowing out. And we were saying it's flight of capital, it's the lack of confidence. Karachiites are not confident about Pakistan. I was totally surprised. My two generations are buried in Karachi. My grandfather came here in 1947. I migrated in 1992, but my two generations are buried here. I have my roots here. I lived here 27 years of my life before I migrated to Lahore. But that was not possible. I was talking to people and we found out the reason. None of the chambers, it happened for 14 consecutive months. None of you came forward and gave the exact sentiment to the government. Neither the largest bodies, nor the chambers, nobody. Now, we all lost. If you look at REER, we all understand REER, real effective exchange rate. Very simply, what is REER? The inflation differential between us and the world, and it has to be adjusted in currency. The real effective exchange rate क्या होगा? कि अगर 170 रुपए का डॉलर था, दुनिया में 30% की इन्फ्लेशन थी, हमारे यहाँ 30 की थी, दुनिया में 7 थी, 23% एडजस्ट होनी चाहिए थी, 40 रुपए एडजस्ट होनी, 210 रुपए का डॉलर होना चाहिए था. वाई 280? इस साल का भी ले लें आप कि हमारे यहाँ 30 है, उनके यहाँ 7 है, जो कुछ हो गया, मैं इस करेंसी को 23%, फिर भी 250 रुपए होना चाहिए. वाई 340? कौन सा फ्लाइट ऑफ कैपिटल हो रहा था? कुछ भी नहीं. So it happened, alhamdulillah. We are back to the basics. And आज भी अगर आप रियल इफेक्टिव एक्सचेंज रेट गिनते हो, जौन सा मर्जी फॉर्मूला लगा लो, तो 260, 262, 263, we are at 278, 79 today. So when we say confidence of people in the country, alhamdulillah, confidence is back. We are 5 or 6% higher than the real effective exchange rate as per the inflation differentials. Now, coming back, I went on the first talk show on 18th August when I took oath, and I said, I'll make sure that all the dividends payable are paid in 6 months. Alhamdulillah, you've seen last 6 months, because this is the first thing that foreign investor looks at, that we must make sure that the dividend payments which are accrued, they must be done. The figures have come to you. More than $561 million have been remitted in the last 6 months, which were held back. We understand we were in a different situation. Now I'll just give you another number, saying negative. When we took over on 17th August, the last month figure I had for export was 2068, which was $2.068 billion. You know what was the figure we touched in December? 2.807. the exports rose by $750 million compared to July. If I go year on year, it was 2303. We went up by $504 million year on year. Now, textiles, which is our main engine of growth, is dependent upon energy, is dependent upon interest rates. It was $1.4 billion in July, and other than textiles was $668 million, 2.068. Textile remained at 1.4 even in December. We increased non-textile exports from $648 million to $1.4 billion in December. If there was no confidence in Pakistan, if the things were not going on, this wouldn't have happened. $750 million export. I'm talking about on that trade. It's not been 1 month. August, we were at par of last year. I'll just read the numbers to you. So, because you are a very, very elite gathering, I'll share the numbers exactly word to word. Because we are talking about our country. And for me, my country is everything.
निगरान विफाकी वज़ीर तिजारत गौहर एजाज ओवरसीज़ चैम्बर ऑफ कॉमर्स में खिताब कर रहे थे। उन्होंने कहा कि हमने रूल ऑफ लॉ को अपनाया है, स्मगलिंग का रास्ता रोका, इंसदाद स्मगलिंग के लिए बेशतर